Domain and range, another topic you are going to see over and over again in math. It is a really important topic to understand. One of the ways to think about domain and range is with functions in general. A function is a correspondence between two things, or two sets, whether they be numbers, whether they be ideas, and domain and range is a way of describing these different sets. Domain being the first set, and range being the second set in whatever we're talking about. When it's a function of x, you have an input you stick into the function. I like to think of functions as like a machine that we can put our domain on this conveyor belt, put it into our function, and have it run through some operations, different things done to it in here, and out pops an output. This would be the range, given the domain that we inputted. When talking about different sets of numbers, another way to illustrate this when it's not a function is, say for example, to each person in the US, fantastic drawing, right? There is only one Social Security number. Or to each barcode in a store, so we have our barcode here, there is a price listed in the store clerk's till when they ring you up at the front. To each license plate number, there is one car registered. These things our first set of ideas are called our domain. So inputting people in the US, inputting barcodes, inputting license, we get this output over here, or our second set, called the range. So for every member in the domain, there is exactly one member in the range this corresponds to. When this happens, this type of a scenario, when it only corresponds to one thing in the range for each member in the domain, this is referred to as a function. And we'll talk more about this again in a minute.